to be in our sample and to make sure we're getting the best accurate data, the most accurate data, really. So that's not where this ends. It's a lot of data, but our team has to understand this data. And for that to happen, we need to explain this data. And it's not just the senior level who's like, okay, the senior has the data and they're explaining to all the juniors and mid-level what that is. No, we're all involved in understanding what that data means and communicating it to stakeholders, because at the end of the day, it's data, it's great, it is hopefully very accurate for our player base, but a stakeholder sees it and they're like, what am I looking at? What are these bars and what's this chart? What are these numbers? What does this all mean? At the end of the day, I want to launch a game that sells well. What is your research going to do for me? So you need to learn how to communicate that to stakeholders and say, well, this research is important because X reason, Y reason, whatever the case may be. And it's not just about collecting data and understanding your players, it's understanding your stakeholders and really being able to communicate what your data means to them. Because if you fail to do that, the research has become irrelevant to the stakeholder, and you don't want that to happen. So know how to communicate as well. That's a huge part of it. How do you sell your data? Not your personal data, don't do that, but your